I think we're ready for the show. What is the show? This is a show called Better Call Stanz. This is a show where I give back to the people who have watched me, supported me, subbed to me, followed my YouTube, downloaded my podcast, done all these things by giving them advice. I'm almost 30, Chad. I'm almost over the hill. And I've learned a few things in my 20s, specifically a few things about what you want to know about. College, gaming, esports, girls. I should have worn my wedding ring. That would have made this seem more reasonable that I know things. And so I created a show called Better Call Stanz. Wow, Better Call Stanz. This is a show where you can call me at my number and leave a voicemail. If I like your voicemail, I will listen to it live on the show. We'll talk about it. You will get free advice. Today, for the first, I've got 11 voicemails. We're going to listen to them, and I am going to give you some advice. Are you ready? Let's start with our first one. Now, this one is the first person to ever call in to the Stanz hotline. Literally number one, frame one. Here we go.
Hey, Daniel Herbert. I just had some quick questions here. What would be your advice for losing motivation to do college work?
Okay.
Have a great day. Toe glizzy hands hey.
So the question was, what is your advice for losing motivation on college work? And then he said, tell Glizzy hands high. Next time I see Atriarch, I'll give him a shout out. You know what content creators love? And you should do this for Cutie because she loves it. Go into their chat and tell them to say hi to another content creator. Hey, when's Ludwig going live, Cutie? Hey, Stanz, when is Atriarch going live? You know what I'm saying? Just keep it going. Oh, the people love it. It's so good. It makes me feel like you guys love me for me. You know what I'm saying? All right, the question was, advice for losing motivation on college work. Now, this is really good as a first question, but it does make me think that maybe you've never watched my stream. I feel like I have said at least 100 times that in college, I stopped going to classes halfway through my junior year. I did literally nothing but play League of Legends. This advice for losing motivation. I need advice for losing motivation, man. Do you got something for me? You picked maybe the worst human being in the world to answer this question. This is not to talk shit about you. I'm just saying it's so funny. What I have read on the internet is that you don't really need motivation. What you need is discipline. And I've really seen it work for people in fitness circles, right? For weight loss. You don't actually need motivation to work out. You need to build up your discipline. You need to set firm guidelines and things that you're going to do, and then you need to actually do them. And it can start very small. For motivation on college work, for example, I think you could say, hey, I am going to do 20 minutes of studying in like a 2 or 3 hour block. That's it, just 20 minutes. And if you say that I'm going to do 20 minutes per class per week, all of a sudden you have a couple of hours of college work that you are doing. And then one thing that I've found, especially in an educational setting, is that success begets success. Doing well feels good. And so as you are doing better in these classes, as you get more used to getting high grades, doing better on tests, you will feel more excited to go to the classes. You will feel more excited to do the test. You will feel more excited to do the homework. And then hopefully you will be able to make it through. That's my advice.
Hey, Stanzy, this is...
For one, if you're not Ludwig, don't call me Stanzy. Okay, sorry, let me start again. Let me start one more time.
Hey, Stanzy, this is, well, don't want to dox myself. It's a sheep for hire in chat, though. Wanted to ask what you would do if you were currently bleeding out on the kitchen floor. No reason, just kind of curious. So yeah, get back to me as quick as you can. Thanks.
I want this show to be something where I can actually give advice, but I did want to thank the people who called in and made me laugh. I listened to that this morning and I thought it was very funny. What would I do? Probably call 911, not call my favorite content creator.
Hi, Stanz. My name is Seth, and I am 25 years old. I have a master's degree. I'm $50,000 in debt, and I cannot get a job. What's your advice? Thanks.
Oh, no.
I'll be waiting for your reply. Have a good one.
Oh, no. All right, Seth. You are 25 years old. You have a master's degree. You're $50,000 in debt, and you can't get a job. I think question number one, Seth, and you can let me know in Discord, or if you don't want to get doxxed, you can call in again. The question I would have for you is like, what is your master's in? Because the answer is probably going to be very different if you have a master's in electrical engineering, or if you have a master's in, I don't know, medieval history, or women's studies, or things like that. Yeah, journalism, am I right? Dying industry. So I can't officially help. If you have a master's in a degree that typically leads to a job that makes money, I would say that my advice is probably stay the course. right? You just keep looking. How many applications are you actually getting in? And if you are getting in a lot of applications, what do your applications look like? So I did a stream a few months ago and I put it on YouTube where I went over what I looked for in a resume as I was hiring for esports jobs and gaming jobs. And so there's a chance that maybe you are putting enough resumes out into the world, but your resume is bad. You need to make sure that your resume is good and you need to just fill the top of the funnel. You need to apply to so many positions so that eventually one of them will work. I wish you the best of luck to try and find a job. It's very challenging.
Hey, Stanz. I don't know how to put this so where I don't sound cringe. So, hi, I'm a girl.
That's my favorite part. Hey, Stanz, I don't know how to put this so I don't sound cringe. Pause. I'm a girl.
I like to game.
Uh-huh. Likes
I'm
game.
in college right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling an ATRIOC and majoring in business. But the one question I have is, I go to this like school where all the business people are frat business guys, and all
Fair.
like the CF people, because I'm a double major, flexing, are
So sick.
a bunch of like loser nerds. And I just want to believe.
This is my favorite voicemail. Oh God, I love everything about how this voicemail starts. I don't want it to be cringe, but I am a girl.
And I just want to play League of Legends with them,
Okay.
and I just want to make friends and play video games.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how you would talk to someone about like gaming with them and not have them call you a girl and make fun of you, or either say that you have a dick and you're a loser and no one likes you? Because
I have a lot of experience with that.
Thanks. Sorry for the rather lighthearted question.
No, great question. Perfect. What a good voicemail. Okay, no support. Let's try and answer this question for our hero. So what do we know about them? They are a girl. They like to game. They're in college as a business major, dual majoring in computer science. Kind of cool. Business people are too fratty. CS people are loser nerds. You want to make lol friends, but you don't want them to make fun of you. Okay. You are asking for advice on only the things that I have very visibly and very publicly failed at. I messaged ATRIOC for a year to try and make friends to play video games, and I got Donowalt. You're basically asking me to do something that I can't do. But you know what? I will try for you. I think first things first, the business people are too fratty. Okay, that's fine. CS people are loser nerds. Okay, fine. I think that it's possible to find people that you can game with who will treat you like a human being in both of those groups. That's the crazy thing. I don't think you necessarily need to only find CS people. I think what you need to do is just make friends. And when those friends are cool people, you will just ask them, hey, do you play these games? Or even maybe pull them into League of Legends if you really want to play League of Legends with them. Hey, you make all these new friends. Hey, I've been playing League of Legends. You want to play with me? And here's the deal. If they make fun of you for being a girl or anything like that, they're losers and you should not be friends with them. But your goal needs to be not to find people to play League of Legends with, but to find friends and then find things you can do with them in gaming, whether it's League of Legends or Call of Duty or Valorant or CSGO, and just have fun with them. That is my advice. Let's go on to the next question.
Stanz, question for you. Yes. How do you talk to women? I don't know. I'm going on a date today. I don't really know how it happened. I just kind of woke up, and then, there was a date. I'll let you know how it goes in chat. What do I do? How do you talk to women?
Okay.
Question.
Is he saying women or woman? Does he want to know how to talk to one specific woman? Because I don't know her. I don't know who she is. Now, women, I can teach you how to talk to. Here's the secret. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to give you one trick that they don't want you to know. All you need to do is remember this one sneaky thing. Women are just people. How do you talk to women? How do you talk to men, dude? It's so similar. It's crazy to me. I can understand being nervous when you're young, but I don't think that you need to develop a strategy to talk to women, because doesn't that just make you a different person? When you're meeting a new person, be it man or woman, I think you should treat them the same. I think that that'll work out for you in life. Now, if it was talking to women, then you're gonna have to give me some information about her. You know, height, weight, eye color, sports that she likes, the last movie she saw, favorite food, favorite color, mother's maiden name, street she grew up on, first pet's name, and credit card numbers and those 3 little digits on the back of the card. If you give me all of that, I will teach you exactly how to talk to her. Yep, I need it all. I need every single bit of that, though. Oh, yeah, and feet pics. I'm sorry. I'm going to need to see their feet. On to the next question.
Hey, Stanz. I just got done finishing the lawn, but I had a question since I saw your tweet while I was on break about esports and getting to be inside the field. So other than networking and going to events, what do you think would be the best way in order to get yourself involved in the field of esports in any department such as art, business, marketing, etc.? Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. What a great question. So we got a young hotshot just mowing the lawn, taking a break, that just wants to know, how do you get a job in esports separate from attending events and networking? Now, obviously, those two things are really big, but the good news is I don't think they're the biggest. Let's start with the controversial side. We'll go through it quickly because there's arguments that rage online daily about this. The way that I got into esports is by doing free work, was by volunteering. I started as a League of Legends writer for the Collegiate Star League. I literally wrote articles that no one would read about University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign playing University of Miami, Ohio in League of Legends. The Twitch stream had 7 viewers. There was not a single person reading them besides me. And so that is how I got into it. I think that you can go volunteer for these organizations, especially the new ones and especially the ones that have some kind of social value so you don't feel as weird about volunteering. Things that maybe have something to do with charity, things that have to do with underprivileged people in gaming and esports, and you can volunteer with them to get a little bit of experience so that you can parlay that into more work. When I was at the CSL, I was a writer. I then became a caster. I then became director of production for the Collegiate Star League, and I did all of that working for free. Now, the reason that is controversial is because I am white and my family provided for me. Shout out to Kuiper BK in the chat. They allowed me to go through college only having to work part-time at a grocery store. Not everyone can work for free. It is very privileged to say, hey, just work for free, omega lol. So I can't just give you that advice. If you can work for free, if you are privileged, that is a way that you can do it, right? That is one way you can try to get into it. The other way is to build something yourself. A lot of people that get into esports do it by building something that has inherent value in the scene. Other people see it and they do one of two things. They either want to get you involved with them or they want to hire you to do a similar thing. You have shown proficiency, right? So a couple examples of these might be starting a tournament series. Like, oh, here's actually a tactical example. If you are any tubbers and you have been running free tournaments for Nathan One Night Stand Stanz in his Discord for months, there's a chance that Stanz's friend Ludwig might ask Stanz, hey, who are those guys that do your tournaments? And then all of a sudden, you are running a Mario Kart tournament for Ludwig that has Mizkif in it, that has Germa in it, that has Alinity, that has even Prezzo in it, and Connor Eats Pants. And then you have shown that you can be the people that run tournaments, and you can prove to people that you have the proficiency to get a job in esports or work for free. That sucks. I don't know what to do about that. Or the third way, which is the 100 Thieves model. Work tertiarily or secondarily to esports and then just get a job in esports, right? Become a very good marketer and then get hired by an esports company for marketing. Become a very good graphic designer and then get hired by an esports company for graphic design. You can do it outside of esports and then get in if you want to. That's like the new wave that is coming up. I think we have 2 more questions.
Hey, Stan, long-time watcher, first-time caller. I'm just here to call. I recently started streaming on my own, and I wonder how you stay motivated, like in the beginning phase. Because I know you streamed for a long time to like no audience.
Excuse me?
My own, and I wonder how you stay motivated, like in the beginning phase. Because I know you streamed for a long time to like no audience. How are you able to keep going and then eventually end up where you are today? Thanks so much for doing this. This is super cool.
I have the perfect advice for you. So yes, I streamed on twitch.tv for a long time with no viewers, and one little trick catapulted me from a 0 viewer Andy to 600 viewer Andy with his own call-in show on twitch.tv. And you know what that one trick was? It's actually so simple. Just become friends with the fastest growing streamer on the platform, you fucking idiot. Why don't you just go make friends with the biggest streamer? It's so simple. Just call up XQC. It happened for me, but actually there's one caveat. You have to do it before they're big. You have to do it when they have about 100 viewers. When Ludwig and me and HRX started playing together, Ludwig was like a 100 to 200 viewer Andy. And so we got in early. What you have to do is identify a good streamer. You need to look for some of these up and comers who are maybe crushing it. You need to look at like Yeti. Yeti, when Yeti was playing Among Us, Yeti went fucking to the moon. If you are a friend of Yeti, you can just latch on, baby. My honest advice, the real advice is you will almost never, like let's say 99.999% of the time, not make a following streaming on Twitch. Twitch is a garbage platform for discoverability. It is a barren wasteland. There are statistics out there that's like 98% of people streaming on Twitch have 0 viewers. Have not even like a single one. And it is impossible to sort through them. There are a couple of things that you can do that I did to get some early followers on Twitch. And there's a lot of things that you can do off platform. So what I did on platform was play games that had very few streamers, but were quirky and when they were streamed were fun. So I built a follower base of a couple hundred people back when I had nothing and nobody by playing Game Dev Tycoon and Agar.io. And so what I do is I'd play Agar to 4 viewers. And then when the #1 Agar streamer who had 100 viewers got off, some of them would come to my stream to try and get into my lobby and play against me. And then they would keep watching me. And then I would, when I streamed Terraria, they would watch me and try and get into my Terraria world. And when I played Game Dev Tycoon, they would want to watch me do that. And so I was able to slowly amass a core of about 20 viewers. That's how I went from 0 to 20. What you really should be doing though is creating content on other platforms that have discoverability. So you should be creating content on Twitch that you can use for YouTube. I think that if you have no viewers on Twitch, you should not stream for more than an hour and a half. Any stream over an hour and a half to 0 viewers is wasted time. You are wasting your time and you are only going to mentally drain yourself when you don't see the viewer number go up. What you need to do is stream for an hour, create a YouTube video that is 10 to 15 minutes, that is interesting, has a good title, has a good thumbnail, you put it out, create a clips channel, put some clips on there where you can clickbait things, and then get a TikTok going, get a Twitter going. And you keep going and you keep going and you keep going and you try and get that YouTube with interesting ideas out there. All right. And our last question of the day for our first ever episode of Better Call Stanz, I think is this one.
Hey, Stanz. I have a question.
Okay.
I'm 26 years old, and
Okay.
I'm having a lot of trouble professionally, less personally, but more professionally. There's not anything I really want to do, and I've never had a drive to do something spectacular with my life. And I just need some advice on how to find myself, I guess, professionally. If you could help, that'd be great. Bye. Thanks.
Man, I should have done this. I left like the hardest question for last. A 26-year-old having a little bit of trouble professionally. There's nothing that this person wants to do and they have no drive. Now, I have talked earlier about like switching careers, lacking motivation in certain things, but I have always found a new thing, right? There's always been one thing that has been interesting to me that is called to me. Now, those things haven't lasted forever, but they've always been in the back of my mind. So this is a really challenging question. And my only advice would be try as many things as you can. Try something new. Read some books. Go on a vacation if you can. I know some things cost money. Go to a new club. Try and meet some people. Go to a sporting game. Join a professional group. Go to an alumni association. Do all these things. And then the second half of it, which is try and make more new friends. I think that nothing gives me more drive personally than seeing my friends succeed and knowing that, you know what, I can do it. I can push myself, I can work hard, and I can be like them. And it may not be in the same industry, it may not be in the same field, but when I have friends that like get their masters, or I have friends that become lawyers, or I have friends that have a kid, or I have friends that become the biggest streamer, I have friends that become the best marketer in graphics card marketing in the world, I see them and I go, fuck, I can do it. And that kind of thing says like, I can't be a human piece of shit, right? I can't go out here and just do literally nothing. I must have at least a floor for success in my life. I need to live up to their expectations of me. You can get these friends and you can motivate yourself and they can help motivate you. They can lift you up when times are tough. And hopefully you will find something that you are passionate about, at least in the short term. And then the advice that gives it a little bit of the Stanz flair is that that doesn't have to be your motivation for life. right? I have changed career paths. I have changed everything. I have moved so many times. And I always lock on to something and I always like put work in. And that's Better Call Stanz, episode 1. Thank you for watching. This was so fun. This was so goddamn fun. I'll definitely do this next week. What grace. Hey, once more, Drake for yourselves. Thank you for sending in voicemails. I have 100 more to go through for next week's episode. I'll probably do one next Monday morning. I really, really enjoyed that.